This video from the answer series forms part of our question-by-question diagnostic report series. This short video highlights common errors and misconceptions articulated in the trigonometry topic of the diagnostic report. The overall performance countrywide of the trig section of the November 2023 matric exam had a 40% average achievement overall. If we look at question 6 from this topic specifically, this question had an overall average achievement of 34%. Question 6.1 had a 71% average achievement and question 6.2 a 26% average achievement. And here are these first two questions. Here then are the solutions for question 6.1 and 6.2. You are welcome to pause here if you would like to. If we look now at the common errors and misconceptions laid out by the diagnostic report, for question 6.1, some candidates gave the domain, which is an interval, instead of the period, which is a single value. Many candidates incorrectly divided 180 degrees by 2 instead of dividing 360 degrees by 2. And in answering question 6.2, many candidates ignored the domain specified in the question. They gave the range as -1 to 1 instead of minus root 2 over 2 to 1. Also, some candidates incorrectly excluded the extremities of the interval. Moving on to question 6.3, which had a 29% average achievement. Here the learners had to find values of x for these two conditions. And here is the memo for 6.3. You're welcome to pause to take a moment here if you wish. Let's look now at the common errors and misconceptions for this question. Question 6.3.1 is a familiar question, yet many candidates failed to respond to this question. Some included the endpoints of the interval, not realizing that at the endpoints the two functions are equal. In this instance, their answer was 45 to 90 with square brackets instead of round brackets. Some candidates showed a lack of understanding of how to write an interval as an inequality. They incorrectly gave the answer as x greater than 45 or x less than 90 instead of writing it as a sandwich. And then when answering question 6.3.2, some candidates were able to establish the critical values of 105 degrees and 165 degrees, but were unable to present the answer correctly as an interval. Question 6.4 had a 33% average achievement. And here is its memo. You will see this question can be done by inspection or by substitution. And here are the common errors and misconceptions for this question. Many candidates used algebraic methods to solve the equation in question 6.4 instead of using the graph. And they would either leave their answer as a general solution or they only provided one solution, x equals 15 degrees. And then the last part of this question, question 6.5, which scored an average achievement of 32%, is about translating graph G. And here is its memo. You're welcome to pause if you'd like to spend some time here. The common errors and misconceptions for question 6.5. As in question 6.4, candidates again resorted to algebraic methods to answer question 6.5 instead of translating the graph and observing the image obtained. It was disturbing that a number of candidates did not respond to this question. The following are some suggestions for improvement for question 6. A. Although these concepts are discussed in grade 10, it is necessary for learners to be constantly reminded of the meaning of concepts like period, domain, amplitude, and range. B. Learners should be told that the period of a trigonometric function is the length of a function's cycle. Since this value is a length, it is a single number and not an interval of values. C. Learners should be shown how to write intervals using both inequalities and interval notation. D. Teachers should make learners aware of the cyclic nature of trigonometric graphs. This is useful in determining the coordinates of other points on the graph. And E, teachers should put more emphasis on teaching graphical interpretation by reading off values from graphs and using the properties of the graphs and transformations rather than using long algebraic methods. This skill is particularly useful when the question is allocated only a few marks.
If you found this video useful, give it a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new episodes. Follow us on Instagram or Facebook to stay on top of the latest TAS news and launches. So that's it for now from the Answer Series, your key to exam success.